Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new today, I'm Robin. We're going to jump right into the video and just get it started. It's a little bit of a long one today, so we're hitting the ground running this morning. I'm going to start off by putting together some hummingbird food for my new hummingbird feeder. I bought it about a week ago and I've got to stop before I get outside in the yard and get it filled up. And so when I make my hummingbird food for my feeder, I just take some water, some faucet water, and I usually do about 2 cups of sugar, and then it'll just dissolve. I'll take it off the burner, let it just get to room temperature, and then pour it over to my hummingbird feeder. So I don't buy any of this stuff from the stores. It's probably even better, but I don't tend to do that. I just tend to make my own sugar water for my hummingbird feeders. Okay, so we're going to get that going, and while it's dissolving, we're going to step outside. I want to blow the porch off really quickly. I love keeping the porch blown off. It can get dirty pretty quickly, and as you can see, we have JD today. He's our 4-year-old grand boy. He'll be 5 in June. He is growing like a weed. He is right in the middle of baseball season, so we've been having lots of fun going to his t-ball games. Okay, so you can see there, I took down my old hummingbird feeder. It had kind of, I don't know, the sun faded it, and it just didn't have any color to it. And my friend Kathy already has hummingbirds, and so I'm thinking maybe because there's no color to that feeder, I'm just going to get rid of that one. I bought a new one that's bright red. So we'll blow off the porch real fast. By that time, my water hopefully will be done. I'll let it cool down, and then we'll get outside, and I'm going to show you guys around the backyard and kind of show you where we're going to be working as far as the yard in today's video. If you saw my last week's yard video, you'll already have known that Remy is our neighbor's dog. He likes to hang out with us when we're outside working in the yard. So he's here for his morning snack, and then he'll be hanging out with us all day today. Okay, here's the flower bed that we're going to try to attempt to clear out today. Whew. The elephant ears have overtaken this. They've actually gone all the way down that wall. I showed you this in a previous video where I mentioned I really need to get in here and tackle this flower bed. So let's get after it. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is just cut back this rose bush just a little bit. I know nothing about pruning rose bushes. It's probably too late. Is it too late to even prune this rose bush? It was really straggly. It was kind of falling over, so I cut it back just a little, and I think it'll do a little better once I get all of these elephant ears out of the flower bed. They just kind of took over. There wasn't any really there, and then all of a sudden, boom, there was a ton of them around. So I have got to get in here and get some of these pulled out. Let me tell you a funny story about these elephant ears. It all started with one elephant ear. I'm not lying, maybe 2 together, but about 3 years ago I was at Charlotte's house, which we've talked about Charlotte all the time, one of my good friends, my neighbor. I was actually at her mom's house. I think I had cleaned for her that day, and we were about to leave, and so I just asked her if I could pull up one of those elephant ears like I'm doing here. I just pull one up by its roots, wrapped it in paper towel, brought it home, and I actually planted it right in front of my fireplace. And if you saw my last week's flower bed video, you'll have seen the fireplace area, but I thought that I wanted some elephant ears growing right there in front of the fireplace, because it's kind of a bad, yucky spot in the yard. When it rains, all the rain washes through there, and it's just really hard to keep grass there too. So anyway, I planted those 2 little elephant ears, and they just took off. They got over into both of my flower beds, and I just had elephant ears everywhere. And if you saw last week's video, you would have seen that I really don't have any elephant ears right there by the fireplace anymore, because I just had to dig them up by the roots. They were just taking over. And I think I still have just a couple maybe in the right side of the flower bed. But what I did is I pulled all those up and I brought them over here, and then I put some over in another area in the yard. But I didn't put as many as you see here. I just put a couple. But I'm saying that just to show you how these elephant ears can just multiply. So if you need some type of ground cover in a yucky area of your yard and just need, you know, something to put in there that's very low maintenance and easy to grow, I tell you, these elephant ears are for you. Now, I don't recommend putting them in your flower beds, because as you can see here, they've kind of overtaken this flower bed. I'm going to leave a few of them, but I've taken what I've pulled out here and I put them over in a different corner of the yard. But anyway, so there's the story behind all of these elephant ears. It started with just 1 or 2 elephant ears. Okay, so now I'm just going to, again, like I did in the other flower bed, I'm just going to start weeding. And I'll tell you what, this weeding is so hard on this old body of mine. Because, again, if you saw last week's video, I cleaned out all of those, or both of those flower beds, which was a huge job. And this one, y'all, I did not even clean this one out last year. I just kind of left it alone. I think I might have pulled up a few elephant ears, but getting down like I'm doing here to the nitty gritty, I didn't touch this flower bed last year. But I had to get a hold of it this year. And mainly because I really want to extend this flower bed and take it all the way down to that other corner flower bed that you saw that's got my irises in there. So I'm hoping that'll be a summer project where I can just extend this flower bed all the way down the house. Yep. There you go. Good job.
Here's your tea, JD. Right here.
Good job. Okay, well, you can see my yard help did not last very long. He loves him some sweet tea, so when his pop brought him out some sweet tea, he's like, okay, honey, I'm done. You can do the rest. Oh, my goodness. He so enjoys being outside. And so does Lainey when we have our youngest Lainey here. She's an outside girl for sure. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to rake up all the leaves and all the debris that I pulled out of the flower bed. And y'all, do y'all see Remy? We have a family of, well, I say a family. We've got a couple of rabbits living under our deck. We've got a mama rabbit and then a baby rabbit. I've only seen one baby. There might be more. But they've been coming out and eating in the afternoons. And Remy, I don't know what he'd do if that mama rabbit ever got after him, because he's a little bit skittish. But all day long, he kept thinking he was going to go underneath that deck, but he never went fully under there. when we had Ziggy. If you guys remember Ziggy, one time Ziggy got underneath that deck, and oh my goodness, y'all, I had to literally almost climb up under the deck to get Ziggy and pull him out of there. I think I was crying and mad all at the same time. Oh my gosh, I thought if I ever got that dog out of there. But anyway, so I would never let Remy get up under there because I would not be able, at this point in my life, to get under there and get him back out. But he was trying to get that mama rabbit all day long. Okay, well, we're almost done cleaning up this area. I had some people mention in the last video that their husbands do most of their yard work. And y'all, I love doing yard work. I've mentioned this before, that there is something therapeutic about getting out the yard, pulling weeds, raking, planting plants. I absolutely love it. So Derek mows, but he doesn't have to do any of the other yard work because I want to do it. Alright, so here's a quick after shot for you guys. I'm super duper proud of myself. I have the side 2 flower beds weeded, and I've got this flower bed weeded, and I am moving right along. And this is a few days after we did the other flower beds, and if you remember, if you saw the last video, it was too wet to really plant anything. But today everything was good and dry, so I'm going to move over to the side back where the flower beds are, and we're going to get our plants that we bought in last week's video. We're going to get those planted in today's video, so very excited to get those in the ground and see how pretty the flower beds are after we get our new plants in there. Alright, now that we've got our hummingbird feeder put back out, fingers crossed that it attracts some hummingbirds, let's move around to the flower beds that we weeded last week, and let's get these plants finally planted. Sweet Broom is the name of these really gorgeous yellow shrubs. Sweet Broom. And then Dusty Miller is the other plant, and then I got a couple of hostas. I should have got some more hostas, but I just got 2, one for each flower bed, but I'll buy more later. On this day, I was hoping to have been able to go over to Charlotte's and get some more bedding plants, but I just wasn't able to do it. We had JD and we just had a full schedule today, but I am going to go over in my next video. You'll see me going to Charlotte's and getting some more bedding plants to kind of fill up these flower beds, because all we're going to do today is I've got one Sweet Broom for each flower bed, one hosta for each flower bed, and then I think I put 3 Dusty Millers in each flower bed, but I still need quite a bit more bedding plants. And so I'll have another video for you guys that are loving my outside videos. I know some of you do not. Y'all just like me to be inside decorating. and I totally understand that. But for you that like my outside videos, I'll have another one coming where I'll put some more bedding plants in, and then I'll put some mulch in. I like to get all my plants planted before I go back and add mulch to it. And then I think I'm going to try to get some squares of St. Augustine grass. You can see under my boots right here that this area right in front of the fireplace, just a little patch of it, when it rains, the water from the daycare center across the street is a little bit higher than our yard. So when it rains, water comes down both of their driveways and runs right into my front yard and runs right down by the fireplace area. And grass, you would think with all that rain that the grass would be very pretty right there. You can see right there is a really good spot right there. But that long patch right there just does not want to grow grass. So I think I'm going to try to go up to Lowe's. I saw they had some grass in, and get, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 patches of St. Augustine and kind of butt them up to the stones that I've got there and see if I can maybe make some more grass grow in this area, because my flower beds are so pretty, and then you got that yucky, dry, no grass patch there. And I also need, y'all, so much to do. I also need to take a power washer and spray down the bricks here by the fireplace, because they are really, really dirty. I really can't talk good enough about this sweet broom little shrub here. And the day I bought these 2 shrubs, there was 3 of them, and I only bought 2 because I was limited on my budget. So I'm going to try to go back and see if I can get the last one, if it's still there. Maybe they've restocked and have some more, because I would like another one over in the second flower bed and maybe 2 more in this bigger flower bed. I think they're absolutely beautiful. The only thing is, I did see that they were really, bees were really attracted to them, because as of today, when I went outside to weed some, there was lots of bees out there, but they are so pretty. And I'm really loving that look of that yellow up against that dusty Miller color. So pretty. So I may go back and try to see if I can get some more of these sweet broom plants. Charlotte, I know you're watching. I don't think you have any of these up at Trade Days, but if you do, let me know and I'll come buy them from you first. Okay friends, by the time you watch this video, I'll have filmed another yard video, and I'll have filmed a couple of decorating videos in my living room. Now, since this is my second yard video, I think I'll post a couple of decorating videos before I post another yard video. What do you guys think? I really try to appeal to all of you guys and keep my videos changed up. So let me know in the comment section if you're ready for a couple of decorating videos, or if you just wanted me to continue my yard cleaning series. Because believe me, I do have so much more yard work to do. I know a lot of you live in apartments, so you guys love watching me garden and do yard work because you don't have a yard yourself to work in. And then a lot of you also have small or large yards like I do, so you guys like watching my yard videos to give you all the motivation to either start your yard work or to continue your yard work. because it is a lot to keep up with when spring settles in. And I also have a new swimming pool that Derek and I will be putting up hopefully within the next couple of weekends. We also have Jonathan's wedding coming up in June, so that might slow us down a little bit. But anyway, lots of fun stuff out in the yard.
Okay, friends, whew, I am just worn out today. We've got to quit. I've run out of time. We have Jonathan's fiance, soon to be bride. I'm so excited. We have her son's birthday party at 3:30 in the park today. So Remy is still hanging out with us. So I've run out of time, guys. So I'm going to quit here, go in, get my shower, and get ready for Dean's birthday party in our public park. So excited about that. So thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.